Hey everyone, it's Mr. Bennett-Fey here in week 6. We're on lesson 7 and I'm going to show you part 2 and 3. Part 2 is just the CSS review. Sorry for the background noise. And you can watch week 5 video walkthroughs for adding a rule set, changing text color, and changing font size. I'm just going to do C and D. So C is align text here. This is just like in a Word document. You can just like how in a Word document you can center things, we can align stuff to the center or right. So kind of like how this is to the right. So do this, figure out which tag holds the author's names. Okay, so that's going to be in HTML. Helen Keller, I'm looking for Helen Keller. All right, H3. Let's see if this is the same for Grace Hopper. H3, yep, H3 for both. So now I need to add a rule set for the tag that moves it to the right side of the screen. Okay. So it doesn't actually tell me how to move it to the right. Really helpful. But in my CSS page, which I've toggled to on the right, H3 is here. It says font size 12. I think it might be like text aligned, so I'm just going to try it. Text align, colon, here we go. Right. As you can see, it already changed on the right side of my screen. Beautiful. All right, and just like with all of these videos, I'm going kind of quick, but I just know that you know how to pause and go back if you need to. Change the font family. Change the font family of both the heading and the text. There are several font families, including these ones. Okay, so do this. Add a rule set for one of the heading types to make it a different font family. Add a rule set for the paragraphs to make them. So I need to change the font family of the paragraphs and headings. So I'm going to go to Style, CSS. So let me create my empty rule sets. Get them down, I'm just pressing Enter. H1 must be the first one for endangered animals, because it's the biggest. Let's see which other headings there are. H3. Right. So I think it's just font dash family. So I'm going to look up at the top. Maybe let's try fantasy. Ooh, I like it. Iris, looks like Avatar. All right, let's try cursive for this. I'm not really making sure it's pretty. Oh, whoops. See there, I made a mistake. Font. Okay, it's fine. Like I said, I'm not really making sure it looks too beautiful. Just making sure I really know how to change the font family here. Right. There is a more complicated way to add more fonts using Google, and I'm going to put a link to that in those instructions in the comments of this video. So look out for that. All right, so I finished that, and then we're going to quickly go on to colors. All right, so RGB is one of the ways that we can change colors of things in HTML, or in CSS, sorry. And so you know that you can just type in a color by the name of it, but there is a way, like if you want to get an exact color, to change the color of whatever you're trying to change. So RGB works with a combination of 3 numbers. The red number, the green number, and the blue number, and different combinations of these make different colors. So it's asking us to practice here and see what color this makes. So this one says red 255. So it's already at 255. Green 239. Let's try it. 239. And blue 213. So that's kind of a beige, I guess. So you can practice more with that. And the second problem has you practice on an actual web page. So here's what the CSS will look like. So we're supposed to find the CSS rule set in the style sheet that gives the red words their style. And we're supposed to update the styles for green and blue words. So see how red goes from dark red to light red? We're still supposed to make the same for the green and blue. So I'll just get you started here. Here's what that CSS looks like. So it says background color, I think for the different texts, is all these different values. So if I change one of them, that second red one is going to change here. If I just change this to 100, it changes. That's how to do that one. So for all these green ones, you'll write background color, and instead of green, you'll put RGB. So then you can look up the different green colors. There is a cheat sheet in your Google Classroom for week 6 for some quick RGB colors if you want. So that's how to do that one.